poverty and Ebola. But our forests and its animals alone make people to think of Liberia as a beautiful place. So, let's protect our forests.
My people, yeah, let's protect our forests.
Protect it all. Protect it all.
My people, yeah, let's protect our forests.
Protect it all. We must protect it all.
Liberians, our forest is rich, like paradise in Africa. It's the place where this animal lives. Our animals are unique to the world. The forest
Make it rain.
The forest
Protect us.
The forest
It's the home of our wildlife.
The forest make Liberia rich. Let's keep our forest alive, so that we can stay alive. Liberians,
What do we have to show when we give the forest away?
It is indeed another amazing opportunity to be here to talk to you, our people.
benefit when we say our forest.
People here, there, and yonder, you're welcome to the show.
What do we have to
This is your show. This is our show.
What do we have to show when we break it down?
This show takes you into the forest. We make you sit down in the comfort of your home and we paint pictures of how the forest in certain locales look like.
Richest countries in the world. And that's because
Welcome to it. This is Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5.
it protects us.
Today is the 13th day of November 2025.
For our youth,
This program is brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch
they come to
with
see
sponsorship from the European Union
creatures and
through the French Development Agency
forests alive
and Semempo in Finland.
forever and ever.
My name is Matthias Labindi. As always, I'm here with my colleague Joy Madi Moore.
Protect it all. Protect it all.
Today, again, we're going to talk about deforestation.
Protect our forest.
But we're going to, give you some pictures in a way that those of you watching on live, watching the live feed via OKFM's page,
It's our hope.
we're going to give you some pictures to see for yourself.
Reserve
We know that you don't doubt the information we share with you every time we come on the show, but we try to be a little bit graphic, all right, so you can see for yourself. At the same time, we're going to take something from somewhere and we play it for you so you can also see for yourself. But welcome to it. Welcome to it. We'll be right back after this break.
A message from Wild Chimpanzee Foundation.
And that's right. Welcome back to the program, Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. We're here every Thursday, 4 to 5 o'clock. It's brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Semempo in Finland. I'm Matthias, and I'm here with Joy. Good afternoon, Joy.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Labendi, and good afternoon to the folks listening out there. So, before I dive into calling the various stations that I relay in this program, I want to firstly congratulate Matthias Fire Labendi as he'll be attending his degree tomorrow from the African Methodist Episcopal University.
Girl, you got me blushing, man. Stop.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I am. And let me
Thank
just say this first before we later go into it. I just want you to do a small thing for us or for me. Let's join hands to make him feel proud of what he's doing or what he has been through. So when you place your call to give your view on the topic, the first thing that I want you to say is congratulations,
Oh
Matthias.
my God, there you go. Hey, let's see. This is a paid for show. This is not Matthias's show. Neither
Matthias
it
is
Joy's
hosting this show. So that's all I want you to do. We're going to make it special. Yes, it is a pay for show, but we're going to make him feel special today because this is a once in a while thing. So all I want you to say is, before you start, good afternoon, congratulations, Matthias. I will remind you in the middle of the show as time goes by. So as
There
usual,
you go. That's joy. That's joy. That's joy for you.
yes, we have the alternative youth radio that is in the Zozo Lofa County. We have the voice of Babalu that is in the Bobolu City. We have Liberty Radio in the Granville Sano County. We have the Radio Halengi that is in the Kolahon district. We have Riverside Broadcasting Service that is in the Riverside County. And then we just discovered a new station that is relaying this. It's not a new station per se, but it's new when it comes to relaying this program. It's Top FM that is in the Zweju Grand Jude County. So these are the stations that you can contact in case you are not having access to the internet to follow OK's page and get the show, or the platform right now, OK FM radio station. In case you don't have access to it, these are the other stations that you can follow to be able to get in contact with the show. Thank you, Matthias.
Thank you, Joy. I mean, I like the energy in the voice, the punctuality, you know, the confidence.
I'm happy for you
and
tomorrow.
everything is just falling in place this afternoon. But welcome. Joy, I have a tip for you. I actually selfish with it and I kept it. I said, when we get to the show, I'll be on the radio and I'll share with her and she can weigh in. So during one of my visits to Nimba County, there's a place called Ba Community Forest.
Yeah,
I was
I've
having a
heard of that.
conversation with an elder, the Secretary General of the CFMB, the Community Forest Management Body there. He said that at least now we are not taking the life out of the forest. So we are keeping the forest alive. That is, we are maintaining the forest.
Yeah.
So when you conserve the forest, you are not taking the life out of it.
Yes.
On the contrary, what's happening in Granjide, they're not just taking the life out of the forest, but they're saying to the trees, do not grow here.
You can no
you don't
longer-
have a space in this place.
You cannot be, we call that reborn. You cannot be reborn.
Exactly. So we need to try to not take the life out of the forest,
Right.
but rather we should keep it and make sure that it lives.
Right. As you,
Right.
howbeit. Right.
mean-
Thank you for that tip. Anyways, even though you want to start taking my tips from you. from
No,
me,
I mean, I fell so much in love with that particular catchy, statement made by the old man.
Yeah.
And I kept it to me. Joy, when we talk about deforestation, which county comes to mind?
Crunchy that
Oh my
county.
God. when
It's top notch right now.
when we talk about Burkina Bees, which country?
Crunchy that county.
Oh my God. When we talk about the lease, the illegal lease, attempt to lease 500 acres of land for 30 years, which county comes to mind?
Crunchy that falls under the superintendent LXC grant. Right.
So now,
Are you not mentioning the illegal logging, illegal mining? They are also
deforest
tapping.
everything into
Yeah,
deforestation.
right.
So, Joy, through our relationship with many media institutions, and in fact, the Liberia Forest Media Watch recently sponsored an initiative where journalists travel out of the country, not country, but in the county, in Granjida County, and they did the separate reports,
Right.
for their various media institutions. There's a publication on the Daily Observer's news, Daily Observer page or website,
Right.
all right, that is captioned massive deforestation undermines Liberia's climate commitment. So Liberia, if you go through the story, you come to realize that Liberia is the biggest, is the champion to the conservation,
Right.
all right? So when you have a champion, now not going normally to practice, say you're a basketball champion, what makes you a champion is your ability to always wake up to practice, to train,
And not just that, the ability to win.
to win.
Yes.
That makes you a champion.
Yeah.
But before you
Before
win,
you
you
win,
must practice. You
definitely.
must always train.
Right.
So when you say this guy is a heavyweight champ, you normally hear about this guy Sapo Giant and the other guy called oh my God, I should not forget him. But it's a Sapo Giant that came to my mind.
Okay.
All right. No Fear. Another fellow called No Fear.
The name alone.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So these guys, they spend a lot of time, they exercise, they train, they're always in the gym. Even if they are to take supplements that would enhance their abilities to train, they always train.
They make sacrifices.
Exactly. So for Liberia to maintain the status of champion of, what should I say, climate or conservation, or when it comes to carbon as we preserving, we have to do the right thing. And unfortunately, that is not happening. We are gradually, if not, we have lost a greater portion of our forest to deforestation. in Grangida County, which is the epic center of all the forest illegalities, there are thousands of Burkinabes,
I think it's 48,000 right now.
thousands of them
Yeah.
in that forest. They are engaging into illegal activities. They are cutting down the trees. Unfortunately, they do not just cut the tree; they burn it.
Imagine. And
Alright.
they also use chemical for
Right.
it.
They burn it. So recently, when the team visited, the team discovered, that several areas in that area, in Grangida County, several villages, several environments. One of the chiefs said, the town chief called Mr. Sam Na of Bad Nico. There's a place called Bad Nico in Grangida County. He said, people from outside are selling out our forest to foreigners without our knowledge. So there's some people in the various towns, they do not know what exactly is going on.
Okay.
They have no idea. There are people in Grangida County today, they're hearing that Burkinabes are in the forest. They still do not know what the Burkinabes are, who brought the Burkinabes.
And some of them don't even believe it.
They don't believe it.
Right.
Until recently, when the issue of the 30-year agreement
The 500 acres.
for the 500 acres of land between a Burkinabe national called
Bobo
Bobu Sibu. Bobu Sibu was about to get for himself 500 acres of land.
For
in-
30
for
years.
30 years. He can
For
do
just
yeah.
600,000.
he can do whatever
He
he want to do with it.
Whether you want to dig the ground all the way to hell, it left with him.
He
The
can go
land
ahead
was his.
and do it. but Joy, I don't know how the superintendent sat down and other locals, authorities, local authorities in the area. I don't know how they sat down and deliberately or maybe inadvertently ignore the Land Rights Act of 2018. That is completely in violation of the Land Rights Act of 2018.
Right.
Because the Land Rights Act of 2018 states, without quoting the specific, provision of the law, that whatever transaction that should be done on customary land or whatever land for that matter, the persons concerned must be involved.
Right.
All right? The community must have received some level of information, and there must have been some level of town hall meetings, discussions to ensure that they gave consent to whatever agreement. You're talking about 500 acres, and you say what? You wouldn't wake up one day.
The last time this gone twice there, we had the same conversation, and at a certain point, you try to attack me on it, but I let it go. So you ask him, how will he sit down and make such a mistake? First of all, the man called it procedural error. And you was like, oh yeah, sometimes you can make mistake. Matthias, I know you. You know me. You will not come behind the microphone and then forget to put it on. It will not happen because first of all, you have your earphones. You know about this place. We know about this environment. We know what needed to be done and what are not needful. We know that. So if you come here, you'll not forget to play your mic, or you'll not forget to play the theme song, because these are very important things that are needed. So the superintendent, like I stated, this going towards the of Grangida County, he's calling this a procedural error. It's just an escape route. That's how I see it. Because you know the land right. If you of all people say you forget about the land right out of 2018, then what would the locals do? You know this. In fact, it was not a one-day thing. You sat down, you discussed, you plan in your mind, you had an agreement, you and other people that was in your cycle or that were in your cycle, you guys had an agreement, you discussed. How will that slip your mind for that long and you sign the agreement and you call that procedural error? That was not fair on the people's part.
And do you know that right now, as we speak, the people of Grangida County, many areas, many villages where these things are happening, they are complaining, they are crying on government, they are raising their voices. Sometimes the Burkinabe will attack. Sometimes there will be conflict between a Burkinabe and a Liberian. Imagine a foreigner, an alien will have to confront a citizen of a town all right? For what is duly theirs. And we're sitting here, we're losing greater portion of the forest. Now, several factors for me, several things are happening that we need to take into consideration that we need to highlight here. Number one, the inability of the Forestry Development Authority, the FDA, to do her work expeditiously is contributing to that. The FDA has the right to stop people from engaging into certain forest activities once they do not follow the rightful procedures.
Right.
So maybe that is also procedural error. Aside from that, we also have the land authority. When you cut a tree, you affect the forest.
Right.
You also affect the land. When you burn the trees, you affect the land.
Right.
So the land authority has to get involved. Then the EPA, what kind of chemicals are these people using? What kind of chemicals are they using in the environment that that the EPA is not following, or probably knows what kind of chemical they're using in the environment that the EPA has consented or has confirmed? Because there are certain chemicals that maybe you may put on this ground, this soil.
Yeah.
It may not. It may prevent any tree from germinating in that area in a very long while. It may be like 30 to 40 years and things.
Yeah.
So people may not farm in that area. They may not plant crops. They're causing deforestation. They are also affecting the soil. So you have the land authority should get involved. That is not happening, expeditiously. We have the EPA getting involved.
Yes.
But we're not seeing that like that. But I just followed yesterday that the EPA boss is away, and he made a commitment that Liberia is prepared to get involved with this climate change thing. And you know what? You cannot sell what you don't have.
Right.
You are losing something back here, and the EPA may be making a very good case outside there. But we're losing a greater portion of our forest already to illegal activities. Deforestation is the order of the day. I mentioned the Forestry Development Authority. How about the Liberia Immigration Service? The only work that the Liberia Immigration Service has to do is to document the people. Just go there and take their names, get their particulars, know where they are. Okay, they've announced to us that there are 48,000 of them in Grangida County alone.
Yes, imagine.
So there's not the conversation basically is not just about Burkinabes. We are talking about deforestation, the effect of this situation, how it's affecting us. Now, there's a place called Bazon District. I think that is a district that is represented by this lawmaker, Representative Jacob C. Dibi. That place is one of the most affected zones. And some of the areas that are affected in that area are the Marble 1 and 2 Community Forest, the Community Forest Management Contract, the FMCK, and the Dugbe Community Forest. All of these areas were once critical habitats for biodiversity and carbon sequestration. But according to the report, the satellite imagery and field reports show increasing incursions into forest lands bordering the Crown Grable National Park, one of Liberia's most vital ecological reserves. So listen, are you listening to us? Even myself, I'm listening to myself. I feel broken within, because when you destruction is easier than rebuilding.
So you mentioned the EPA boss, I think Honorable Yakpao, if I'm not wrong. Okay, and he's saying, he's gonna do his best to try to put things together for the COP30 held in Paris, right, Matthias? So
yes,
I read the report.
Yes,
and somewhere in it said the rampant deforestation in Grangida County and other southeastern counties now threaten Liberia's commitment under the nationally determined contributions, which is the NDCs. And the NDCs is the country's climate action plan under the Paris Agreement. How? I think with the deforestation level affecting the climate, from the beginning of this particular article, it stated that Liberia is at the verge of losing some sponsors. I think the VPA has been cancelled, by the way.
Well, I mean, there's still discussion going on. There's not being a clear. Yeah, go ahead.
There has not been it has been cancelled. If you go through the article, I don't know, this was written by the Dido Observer. I'm not trying to bring them out there, right? But the VPA has been cancelled. That would have been the first one to hold on to. How will you fix things when you sit back and allow things to get damaged? I don't want to say beyond repair, because I want us to still have hope to put things together. Right now, the level of deforestation that we have, we can walk today. Okay, now yesterday, Matthias, the sun was hot to the extent when you walk on it, so you can want to fall off. We were not experiencing these things before. Yes, we had a hot sun, we had climate change, but it was not this harsh as it is right now.
Right. Let's address more the issue of deforestation. Now, some of the things happening in these areas, Joy, all right, are that if you listen to comments from several community people, we don't know about this. There are people bringing people here.
Yeah.
They're cutting down our trees. They're pushing us away from the forest.
We
not agree with it. One of the things that exposed the many things that are happening in the area is the 500 acres of land contract deal that should have been signed. And the people raised concerns, George. Just a moment. They raised concerns. Now, the people in Grand Jida County, and you know, there's this something we're getting information from I think the producer there can just put for us on the live feed, you know, that particular image, the photos from Grand Jida County, so that viewers too can be able to take a look at what exactly we're talking about. We have them. You can watch for yourself the level of deforestation that's going on in that part of the country. But one of the points I was trying to make is that, Joy, do you know that in recent times, fighting broke out amongst Burkinabes and some citizens of, in fact, the information goes that the Burkinabes were attacked unaware. They are somewhere in Nimba County. They have gone there to do the similar thing they're doing in Grand Jida County. So they got attacked. According to the information, 4 persons were killed in the process. 4 Burkinabes were killed in the process. Now, we must first register that no individual has the right to take away the life of another person. Even your own child. You cannot kill your child. You cannot. No, even your own life. You don't have the right to take it. So these people, now, I mentioned earlier that maybe let's condemn first the act of the citizens to attack the Burkinabes in Grand Jida County, because they were operating in their lands and on their lands in that particular area. But come to think of it now, people have different ways they can react to situations.
I was just about to go there, Matthias.
Right, because psychologically we all don't have the same mental strength.
When I'm angry right now, I'll start crying. When you're angry, Matthias, okay, let's take men. When Blessing's angry right now, she might not cry. She might stand up for herself and want to cuss you back, want to fight you back. So I think, in other words, we're not promoting violence. We're not happy with what happened, how our own people attacked the Burkinabes, right? But what we are saying, in other words, are the people are tired. They are tired with what's going on. They are tired with the fact that they are not seeing any form of results yet. Let me use yet because I believe there will be work in progress. They're not seeing anything yet, so they are tired. So in the turn of being tired, they are overreacting, or they are reacting in ways that they should not be reacting in. That is wrong. But they are tired, Matthias.
And if you're watching the live feed, the photo is right there. You see the trees. You see the level of deforestation that's taking place in Grand Jida County, and this is something that's putting Liberia on the map for the wrong reason, and we need to stand up to this. Now, you were talking about how people react to situations differently, and that's true. Now, in Grand Jida County, the people sat there now the Grenadians, a lot of the environments, they're struggling with the issue of with the Burkinabes. So they are overpowering them in many parts of their county.
Right.
There are some villages, if you listen to the district law, Bason district lawmaker, Mr. Jacob C. Dibby, he will tell you that there are some districts, Matthias, that there some towns or even villages, you have less citizens. Citizens have been pushed away.
Yes.
They have to move to other towns.
And they have more
They have
Burkinabes.
more Burkinabes
in the town.
In the town, some of them sleep on tables. Some of them they're just all over the place. They just spread everywhere. So with the multiplicity of these people among the people, other counties may not sit there supinely and say, no, we're going to allow this thing to happen. Okay, let the people come. Given the news that we're hearing in Grand Chida County, maybe the folks in Nima said, no, we're not going to sit there and let that happen. These guys are in the forest. They have planted cocoa. Some of them have harvested. And they are sitting.
And we're not benefiting.
We're not benefiting much. Guess what? Let's move on them. Overnight, according to the Front Page Africa report, overnight they moved on their joy and killed 4 persons.
And these are the ways war, God forbid, war can start.
No, we've been talking about this. We've been highlighting this for a very long time, and we hope that government is still planning
pay attention.
to do the right thing with this particular situation, because the level is going now. The level is going down. That citizens from other counties are not attacking Burkinabes. Come to think of another country that maybe will sit and employ different methods. So while they're sleeping under their huts, and they set them ablaze. Exactly. Even
Start
in Nimba,
poisoning them.
even the recent incident in Nimba County, according to the information, after the fight, they set their huts up, their shelters ablaze, render them homeless, because the guys are sleeping in the forest. They are protecting their cocoa.
That's so sad.
They do so fiercely that nothing absolutely will stand in the way of their cocoa.
That is so sad, Matthias.
Let's see whether Joy, before we get to the lines, just a moment. Let's see whether the producer can also play for us that particular clip. And this is a report that was done by a colleague of mine, Gerard Quayanen, from the Front Page Africa newspaper. We hope that we can get it ready so that it can play here before we get to our get to the lines. Okay, Liberty Radio.
You got it?
Is in Greenville is relaying already. They're commenting and they're telling us, and Top FM is also saying that it is now live.
Okay.
All right. So let's listen to this report. When we come back, we'll say a few things. We'll open the lines. We want to give you the public more, and you must give us more. Give the government more recommendations. Right.
Yeah.
That's what we
see. We need that.
Right.
We are reporting the fund solutions. We are not reporting to cause chaos at this moment.
Right.
While you are looking, can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Okay. So firstly, I want to say thank you to the county attorney, Grand Chida County, Wilkins Na, and the Ministry of Justice for the action taken for cancelling the agreement between the Bobo Sibu and our superintendent of Grand Chida County, because Matthias, first of all, people can come to test you. First, they started testing by entering the forest, and now.
Okay.
And now,
let's
ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's give it a chance. All right, Okay, is this? Okay, I think the technician is why he's trying to get that clip ready. We just have to now tell government, this thing that's going on, honestly, it is going to affect us in the long run.
The people came to try us, right? Like I was saying, I'm sorry, I will have to make this statement. If a guy comes, right?
Residents fear the violence could spark ethnic tensions.
Can you just take it from the top?
A wave of deadly violence has swept through the forests near Babli town in Nimba County, leaving 4 Burkinabe migrants dead and several others injured. The victims, part of a group of Burkinabe farmers who crossed from Ivory Coast into Liberia, were reportedly attacked while working and sleeping on their cocoa farms. Their homes and belongings were set ablaze, forcing dozens to flee the area. Local health workers at Fifth Medical Center confirmed treating severely wounded victims, including one man who sustained multiple gunshot injuries. Community leaders say unknown assailants armed with single-barrel guns have carried out nighttime attacks since October, targeting Burkinabe families who farm leased Liberia land. Residents fear the violence could spark ethnic tensions and disrupt the region's growing cocoa industry, which has long benefited both Liberian landowners and Burkinabe migrants. Local leaders and civil society groups are calling for urgent government intervention to protect lives and prevent the crisis from escalating. Gerald Koine, Front Page Africa.
Thank you, Gerard, for your contribution on the program this afternoon. We had to do this, Gerard, and thanks to you for this splendid report. Now, you listen to that?
I am scared.
People woke up in the night and say, you know what? We're not going to sit there. That thing that's going on in Grangida County, we're not going to sit and let it happen. Everything that we are mentioning, everything that we've reported over time, it's like we are not agents of bad news. We are not naysayers.
Yes.
We have predicted things and they're falling in place.
Right,
They're happening.
Matthias.
We talk about if we don't do something, this forest issue, there'll be huge, serious deforestation, and it's going to be affecting us. It's going to be affecting the country.
It will cause problems.
That is happening
and we
already.
have said we don't want violence. We're
Right.
just trying to bring out the news so that you people can know what's going on in case you're not informed about these things. Now the people started carrying guns. Matthias.
Yeah. So the citizens from the other county say, no, we're not going to sit there and let this happen. This thing that's going on in Nimba County, if we let it spill over here, it's going to affect us. And Mark, Joy, the thing about this whole situation, it is because of the leniency on the part of government, perhaps, that led to the Burkinabe Bobu Sibu to request
Yes.
a lease of 500 acres of land. Because
I said they were going to try us.
He's been here for many years now. Nobody has troubled him. He's moving from one area to another area, from one, part of Grangida to another part of Grangida, destroying the forest. And now he's saying, yeah, give me 500 acres. It seems like your government is not serious.
That, I was actually saying something when they
Right.
put the recording on. I said, I'm a lady. When I walk in the street and a guy comes and knock my backside, the way I respond is how he will stop. He will
Right.
never do it again.
Right.
But if I start to laugh, stop it, then he might go for my breast.
Right.
Next, he try to put his hands in my underclothes and all of that.
Right.
That's how this entire thing is like. So when the people started coming into our forest, we did not take it seriously. So some of us even embraced them. We accepted them. We asked them to come and work on our farm. It's not wrong to come and work on our farm, right? But the proper way. We asked them to come and work on our farm. And because of that, they think that they have a certain level of privilege. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I can
Yeah.
work on their farm
Right.
and they can give me half of their land, I think I can lease or I can take or have an agreement with them to take over 500 acres of land and start my own thing. And I believe that they will agree because I already have a certain level of privilege.
And this is quite frustrating. We must condemn it to the highest, extent. And with the degree of deforestation that's going on in Liberia today, and the many reports that we continue to put out there, the Liberia Forest Media Watch and many other media institutions, the Forest Hour the Forest Hour is like the voice in the wilderness,
Right.
Crying out loud
For water.
telling you we are the voices here in the wilderness crying out loud, and government doesn't seem to be listening. We hope that someday they're going to listen.
He mentioned something about ethnic fight in the report that was just listened to on air. And what came to my mind is, Matthias, okay, the Burkinabes are here. They are not bringing their own women in. They are getting married to our sisters. They are having children. And when I marry a Burkinabe, my brother and my husband will not be in fight. I will stand behind my brother.
No, you have to protect your
My
husband.
husband and my children. So that's where the entire ethnic fight will come from.
Another interesting part of it, which is a little bit social, just to spice the conversation up, is that, Joe, one of my hustles I did was to go on a gold mine.
Yeah, you
Like
told me that.
many of the young people
You
who
went to do
didn't,
illegal stuff.
who didn't have it, I had to drop from school and go on a gold mine to hustle with my friends. Guess the fun.
Right.
The very first time I went to gold mine, the guy shook my hand. He said, "Oh, that virgin hand here. You come and make it." Because when you leave that place, your hand is gonna get really strong.
Strong, like your hands are right now.
Yeah,
They're
soft.
very strong.
My hands are
Your
strong.
hands are strong, Matthias.
Oh, really? I need to wash. Stop that.
Okay.
Okay, I need to clean them. Thank you for telling me. But,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
will carry for
but
some
Blessing shook
medicare
my hand. She
pedicure.
didn't tell me that.
But Blessing is in law. She wouldn't tell you.
Oh my God, there you go. You're crazy. But so when you go on the gold mine, the guys will do all kind of thing. Do you know that the boys on the, say for example, a 20-year-old, 25-year-old guy will wake up one day and meet a beautiful girl in the town, and he will take $5,000 Liberian dollars and give it to you. Say, fine girl, we're going to watch our gravel man. We're going to look for going to bring some money.
Okay.
Can you cook us some dry rice?
5,000 for dry rice.
Bro, look,
And
Joy,
at that time,
the very first time I saw a guy did that in my presence, look, the chill that came over me, like I should slap him.
why?
And my inner voice said, listen, wait, after
You
1 month, you
You
get to
get there.
you get to understand why the guys do what they do.
You're
So the
getting-
similar thing is going on in Grange there. And this is the social side. And some
Yeah.
of you guys will say that you guys will take all your beautiful girls from you.
I say on there.
Because the guys have money.
Yes, they do.
The team that visited recently, Paul Connor and the rest of the other guys that went, they share with me, say, Matthias, do you know that the beginning you look at some getting here, look at
People getting like me,
yeah,
oh.
people getting who's man getting where that got something upstairs because situation
Bro.
threw them,
First of all, it's something that we have upstairs is to look for money. So if a little guy comes some money, I mean, when I have to refuse?
No, I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the guy just walk up to you and say, "Hey, fine girl, I'm going to go clean my cocoa and things." See, blessing, doing money, son. I'm going to clean my cocoa. I mean, I got people that are doing some work for me.
Like
and I'll
5
come
to
back in
6
the evening.
persons.
Yeah, so I mean, here's $15,000. Can you just
Cook
cook us
dry
dry rice?
Right. I experienced that in Nimba when actually I went on something social, right? And I went to, I think, Chaki's. When I went Chaki's, these small Nibarians, boy, can get their money from this same thing, gold mine and all of that. The boy can spot in 100 US. Oh, hi, how you doing, beautiful? What you drinking? Get her 5. You eating something? Get her pizza. Get her leg. Man, I'm strong. It was by the grace of
You
God.
never stayed in the
I never stay in Nimba.
But anyway,
But
so-
before we open the lines,
Yeah, John.
please do not forget. I told you I will remind you.
Oh man, give
when
me a
you
break, man.
call, just
I'm
hello.
turning her mic off. I'm not interested in that. I'm turning her mic off. Call us now. Let's talk about this situation. Deforestation is the order of the day in Liberia and is affecting us greatly and is going to put Liberia in a very terrible record internationally. We've done very, very well in protecting our forest. Unfortunately, we are losing it. We're losing it to the wrong people.
Right.
And we're sitting supinely and doing nothing about it. Look at the mistake we're about to make. All right, we're about to give 500 acres of land to a Burkinabe. Think about that. What are your recommendations? What do you think is amazing line? There's this movie called Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Thin, very thin line between love and hate. So there's a thin line between what's going on, that is the Burkinabe and the citizens in the area. Because the people there, we have, I think,
Thin line
I
between
think
the
the first,
problems
yes,
and
the solution.
yeah.
There's just a thin line between the problem and the solution in Grange County. Let's trust me, Paul Kane, our team leader, has called, but I can predict what he's about to say.
He predicted. No, let's just
I
leave
should
it like,
predict it.
no, let him
I
say
can
it.
predict. I know that he's about to talk about the social aspect. Paul, good afternoon. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Matthias. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
How are you?
We're fine.
Matthias, I like the way you guys ended the conversation. But let me share my experience, right?
Okay.
So you
Laughing.
talk about ethnic cleansing or ethnic fight. For me, I will talk about social fight.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Soon, we'll start experiencing it. Burkinabes or maybe Nigeria will start beating on Burkinabe for their women business.
It's already
I was in
happening.
a club and I was sitting down. I saw this maybe 19, 20 or 21 young guys sitting down with this beautiful lady.
Your haircut.
I said, but you know, I wanted to walk to find out what was going on. But then I got convinced by the way the little girl was taking her tumba. I said, oh, okay. I was trying to figure out where did she come from. And later we heard that she came from Monrovia.
You want to hustle?
The guard, when they say hi, I tell her you ask for full money.
Just to say hello.
According to look out from the community.
Okay.
If I the regular full money is 10 US. So this is a social issue. We're not worried on this, but it's possible somebody will get angry one day and move. So
Okay.
one book and say you be my woman.
You be my woman.
And what you expect the lady to do?
And our cutlasses.
Yeah.
Cutlasses they will use. Yeah.
Back and forth.
Okay,
Okay,
but
tapping yes.
let's get to the public. Let's get to the public now. All right. Let's talk to this first person. Hello. Hello? Oh my God. Did I do the wrong thing? Hello?
You want to try the other line?
No, I think I must have done the wrong thing here. Okay, please call back. I'll try to get you. Hello?
How are you, Mataya?
Fine, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for your co-host. This is Benigo Newton and District 10 is my community.
Let's hear you. The whole district 10 are your community?
Yes, that's correct.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me applaud both of you for always taking your time to come on the show to enlighten our mindset on what happened in the forest region. I think it's just discussions and concerning. Look, for me, I'm too fear for the influx of Burkinabes in our various countries like Grand Chess and Niba. I think the government needs to take full responsibility to see what to do. If they allow the influx of Burkinabes to overwhelmingly take over this country, automatically there will be a severe future disaster, and that we don't want to predict. So I hope and pray that government will take heed to this because it is concerning. Now, listen to what happened a few days in Niba. That people have to be killed. Even though they are Africans, they have to travel for a good ecosystem of living, but the manner in which they are coming is too huge. So I pray that government intervene. Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from this other person. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, this is Gio and son of Granger County.
Let's hear you.
No, constant caller.
Let's hear you, sir.
For the issue of discussion, it is very important to discuss the issue because just came from Granger last September, and our aim and district in my children for battle children. And for what I observed within a children or in a county, I think they will give a serious hard time within the next 5 years. For example, my cousin, that is on the social aspect, right? My cousin, my biological cousin, she born by one of them. In 1 year time, she born 2 children. Within 1 year time, she born 2 children. The child was sitting down and sit down for picnic. So I think my recommendation to our national government to see reason to revisit the agreement, the 500 acres of land that were given to the Burkina people for farming. That Bukos agreement, I think that Bukos agreement has to be revisited because
No, but
No,
it has been terminated already, my brother.
Ministry of Justice.
So let the government do a speedy intervention to this matter. Because we have our unborn generation that will come and will affect them.
That's the point there.
It won't stop this at this point. 10, 15 years, bro.
Okay, we got.
I said my 2 hours. 1 minute. I said my 2 hours.
20 seconds.
To the bush, 1 or 2 hour distance. You will see people gonna be online.
Okay.
Working with
We'll cutlasses. Thank you so
Shopping
much.
back and forth.
Yeah, we'll cutlasses. Hello.
Sorry, my friend and brother, I want to say congrats to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Like what my sister is doing.
Yes.
It's not wrong. I'm entering GTP. Probably you are Chigbene, calling for the Chigbene Avenue.
Hey, Chigbene, let's hear you, sir.
It's not wrong. for young men to be educated and then working and then to further that education is very difficult. I'm an example.
Right.
I'm supposed to graduate from Zion, I was saying in social science, I pay them, a degree pay them.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Congratulations. Thank you.
On the issue of this Burkina B, I'm from a security background.
Mm-hmm.
The community watch forum, we are in a 15 countries.
Yeah.
There's a serious threat to us. All men were leaving this country. They gave us two things to take care of: the disadvantaged youth on the street and our land issue. They say we don't have a good land law. And it may be conflict in this country. Burkina Faso is another country that is making headway around here. These things are not us for our neighbors. So thank God that the government has decided to take steps, cancel that particular tea, and let us work together. The citizens in our country, let us develop, let us focus in agriculture and forget about, damaging our forest.
Okay.
The forest, like you always say, is the room,
Okay.
of our environment.
Thank you so much.
You go to places you've been to Cape Town, you go to places where the forests are, you see how how the environment looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the life.
Right.
So
Right.
we need to stop destroying them and use other means of making income. Thank you, Mateo, and congrats again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. And George, there's something I didn't mention during the analysis, right? There's another there's this new form of forestry or farming called agro farming.
Yes.
You can engage into agro farming without cutting down trees.
The trees, yeah.
You can clean under the trees, plant your
And
cocoa
can
plants.
grow
Cocoa
among
can even
trees.
plant on a shade.
Yeah.
It's one of the crops
I get
that is
problem.
very soil friendly.
You can probably
All right,
just
if you actually want to engage into cocoa planting, even cashew,
Yeah.
you can plant your cashew or avocado on the shade. I visited recently. I was in Nimba. I saw parts of Nimba County. The people are involved into this kind of farming.
And it's working
in
for them.
Lofa, Salaye district, for example, I saw it's working for them. The crops are germinating. I just have to wait when they start to harvest. Then I go back again and see for myself how the crops are comparing with the ones that when you cut the tree, you plant it there, and the other one you don't cut the tree, you do agro farming.
Yeah.
Let's hear from this person. Hello,
Good afternoon, Matthias.
Mr. Gia. Good afternoon.
Congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much, sir.
No, don't
bad,
say
Joe.
thank you. Don't say thank you.
All right.
I will say that.
Okay, thank you, my dear brother. The issue of deforestation in the southeast is a serious thing. Deforestation is forest is the only area that we have carbon sequestration. So the trees are being cut down that's supposed to sequester the carbon, then we have problem with climate change. That's what is affecting the southeastern region. Most especially like the Grand Jada we are talking about. But now, let me tell you, the issue of Burkina B is extending in Sando County.
It's now extending there.
Yeah, part of Sando County that Burkina B are now, they are doing the same farming. The guys have the idea that when they are entering the place, they go with small children, around 18 years to 20 years, they don't want they can carry. And the contract they can go for in that place will be 25 years. They have what they, according to them, when I went there that day on an eye, the guy said the contract is 40, 60. The Burkina B are the one doing the underwriting the cost of whatever they are doing.
Yeah.
They are pre-financing what they are doing over there.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, they take advantage of the people. So what is happening in that place? So the issue of deforestation, now if you enter the Sapo National Park, it's been from Mectet. It's one of the places that when you enter, the guys are doing mining, and the mining is not only affecting the soil, but also affecting the animals and also the trees that are here. So that is a serious thing.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's hear from this other person. Hello.
Good afternoon, Matthias.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. This is Zach F. Bembo, and I call from Upper Cardwell.
Zach, please go ahead.
Matthias is community.
Thanks to you and Joe. This issue about the Burkina Faso, you guys continue to raise it on the show, and I think the government is not really getting involved. Government will have to give this Burkina Faso situation a serious attention to avoid future problems. Look, it's so unfortunate to hear that even those guys, they are our neighbors, though, that they have to be attacked like this. It's very unfortunate, and I think the government should get involved because looking looking at what the Burkina Bees are doing in other countries. There are other people from various countries that are listening and following their activities. They are not going to sit and allow them to conquer the
Yeah, that's the reason. That's why we highlighted the situation from Nimba County, because certainly some people may not just take it lightly. Thank you so much, Zach. Let's
Just
hear.
looking for motivation.
Right. Let's hear from this person. Hello.
Yeah, but how you doing?
Fine, thank you. Let's hear you.
I'm actually calling from Niger Junction.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my attention, all we have been listening to both of you from the station, pertaining to going to be in that particular region, that whole entire region. Something I was observing is that, it is wicked for people to look at different citizens from different countries to kill them, or even your own son, or even your own child with yourself. But the point is that the way it's going now, government has to take heed of the particular matter, because I get few countries that are in the behavior now. Let me, I want a country to shoot for them. Now the government has to stop the garden and of course all the other countries. We want to hit countries, don't really get hard time, and will not be using the country and at the end result now, we will not know where we're heading. Because now the garden in few countries, it brings them a north. And when they enter Bongani from Bongani, enter Grandpaso from Grandpaso, maybe Magi, they will be entering, we're not able to control it again, we're not able to control it at time to be serious thing in the country. So government have to take it serious and look at the particular issue.
Okay.
Yeah, we start killing people, gun and things. You know, get back colors over gun, and you find you got into maybe to find someone to go somewhere too, and you see what's happening down there. We know what to do. And people,
exactly. There
yeah.
could be retaliation. There could be retaliation.
Even the chances are 60-40.
Right, and in fact, the message could spread to Grand Jide County that, in fact, it has already spread, because since October this incident took place, that have you guys heard that they've killed four of our brothers in Nimba County? The people that woke up and attacked them overnight, so meaning that we should be vigilant every time.
Yes, and if our brothers can do it, we can also stand up for ourselves.
Yeah, we can stand up for ourselves, so we should
do it too.
Yeah, we should always be vigilant. Let's take a few more calls on the program. Hello? Well, I think there's something wrong with this other line, but we're taking calls from this line here. Hello?
Oh, please walk away from your monitor.
Yeah, please walk away from your monitor.
Yeah, thank you, Masai. This is Horrible Kia0, and I call from the airfield.
Mr. Kia Zulu, let's hear you.
Yeah. It's so sad that the Burkina Faso issue that we're talking about, everyone calling it, they will be talking about government. Our people themselves, sometimes they are the problem. The previous caller who called and talked about the 60-40, it is true. Our people are incorporating these people. I don't know for what reason, but they don't know what will happen in the future. But they are the ones who are incorporating these people. And when things don't escalate tomorrow, they will be calling on government. Some of us will went back home and conscious our people about the danger of getting these people flooded in our community. The work that the people are doing, the cocoa farming, ourselves we can do it. We can see the idea from these people.
But you don't have to steal the idea. The idea is here. We can do it. Like I just told you about, we can even use the means of agro farming without cutting down the trees. We can say plant our cocoa.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I see basically started to say, I share laziness for our people. For you to incorporate these people and you know how they can come into play. When 50 person come to more before 2-3 months in, you see more than 50 persons will come. There are some towns in our place, they have 50 inhabitants. So when more than 50 Burkina Faso come to that town, absolutely they cover the people in that place. At the end of the day, you will almost be a stranger on your own land. So
okay.
You need to concentrate our people themselves.
Okay. Thanks for your contribution on the program this afternoon. You're listening to the program Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. We are here every Thursday, 4 to 5 o'clock. And this program is brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Simempu in Finland. My name is Matthias Labindi and I'm here with my colleague Joy Madie Moore. We are talking about deforestation. Deforestation is on the increase in Liberia. It has depleted a greater portion of our forest. Liberia once bragged about having about 43% of the Upper Guinea forest. But if we went back now to do calculation, and I'm not too sure we are going to be in that particular position.
Don't add two to the show. Say I'm not sure.
All right, I'm not sure that we're going to join. Let me choose mine here. I beg you. See, you're not
Because,
sure.
yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. So I mean, and that is because when you are taking from something and you're not adding, it's a problem. Somewhere in I think Salaye and Nimba county, I saw people doing enrichment planting. That is, for example, the people noticed that an eki tree was standing here, but maybe it is getting old and is dying. So they go and look for the young eki and plant it just a stone's throw from where that eki used to stand.
So you can support each other.
Yes, it will grow.
That's
Eventually,
nice.
in the near future, that tree will become a very big tree. So you keep the forest condensed,
Right.
without losing it entirely to,
Right.
the farmers or whatsoever.
The Burkina
The
bees.
Burkina bees. No, I mean, these people. I mean, we've talked so much Burkina bees.
I think I'm having headache right
It's,
now.
I mean, it's troubling. Why wouldn't we have headache? You're talking about a situation. That's why they created Toy when the government, the constitution was set up and everything was done. It became a book for us to use, to an instrument, not a book, but an instrument for us to use to guide our governance system. And the Article 58 gave 54 or 58. Somebody correct me. You can check it out. But it should be 54. It is the one that gives the president the right to appoint and hire and fire. All right. So we set up autonomous agencies were set up. If you check other part of the constitution, there are autonomous agencies that were set up with mandates to the country. So when you say transport ministry, what comes to mind? Ministry of car business, road business. They also have something to do with the road too. You say transport. All right. When you say public works, building public buildings,
building the same
bridges, the roads,
taking
and
things from where they're not belonging.
Exactly.
The roadside.
So now here we are. The work we're doing with the forest, it connects with several institutions: the Land Authority, the Forestry Development Authority, the Environmental Protection Agency.
The FDA that I mentioned.
We mentioned the FDA, but also you should not forget about the Mines Ministry. The Ministry of Mines and Energy. The Mines Ministry is also involved with the work that we do. Because if somebody went to, for example, parts of Grand Cru, we witnessed some time ago that people were, mining, doing illegal mining until a moratorium was placed on the mining activities in that particular area. So you will see that they go directly challenging the Mines Ministry. They do illegal mining, but they're not just doing that against the Mines Ministry though. They are also doing it against the EPA because the water, they'll be polluting water in that environment. So when you see the interconnectedness of these institutions, you come to ask yourself: do these heads of the various autonomous agencies or institutions or ministries, do they sit down to have a conversation how to tackle the situation? Because EPA cannot tell me that the operation of Burkina bees in Grangeda County is not connecting with their work. The guys are using chemical. They are burning the forest. Right. So FDA, what are you doing about it? But Land Authority too. How are you sitting there and land is being leased to foreigners?
And even as I had people fighting over land. For the same farming. They are all linking, Matthias.
And you
want me to just close?
Yeah, please, from your end. I mean, I don't want to stress myself. I gotta go get my degree
I'm
tomorrow.
Yeah,
no
I'm happy
joy.
for you.
I must close like this and say.
You should be the last.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so I'm already. Matthias, I am scared. I am so scared because this is going too far. This is going far. I don't know if that's a word, but it's far that I think it's beyond. Because if there are attacks It's possible that our people might go into the forest and get lost. You don't know what happened to them. These people will attack and bury them right there. You will not
Exactly.
know what
I
will
agree
happen.
with you.
They don't have to come and do it openly. They can be silently, and that will be a problem. That can cause serious chaos. So I'm begging you, please. This is a national concern. I believe that we all should put hands together and work our heads around it. We should find solution. The government, we are pleading with you people. We are not promoting violence. We just want peace. We just want the right thing to be done. So please, if you can step in earlier, it's not about late. Stepping in later, it can cause more damage. When you step in earlier, I think that will save a lot of lives and damages. So I believe that you stepping in right now will save us from a lot of things. So please, we beg you. I'm on my knees. Thank you.
Because I'm going to be conferred a degree
I'm
in
not telling you congratulations again.
in mass communication does not mean I should discuss one issue
For your entire
for
life.
my entire no, I mean
For your entire life.
I mean, my friend Beffaling, my colleague from the institution and also a sister of mine, she started calling me the here, there, and yonder man. And when you do something repeatedly, people start to get used to it through you.
Yeah.
They identify you by that particular thing. But on a serious note, government, you have to wake up. You have to do the right thing. All right? We are losing the forest. And you Grangidians, you're join us. And why Mr. Gia always join us on the show. And to always call on the show and create awareness. Your journalists that do awareness against the deforestation. Let me congratulate the various radio stations that relay this broadcast. I know you will stay there. And as we wind down the curtains, let me say thanks to you, Liberty Radio in Greenville, Sano County. Let me say thanks to you, the Alternative Youth Radio in Zozo, Lofa County. Radio Halengi in Kolahun District. Let me say thanks to you, Top FM there in Zreju City. And not forgetting the Voice of Bapolo in Bopolu City. Thanks to all of you. Sorry?
The Riverside Broadcasting Service.
And the Riverside Broadcasting Service as well. Thanks to all of you who participated in making sure that people hear our voices all the way there in those parts of Liberia. I'll be here again next Thursday.
Congratulations.
Oh, I need to congratulate Blessing. She's Blessing. Blessing Nimle is the producer of the show. She's always here. And Blessing has a very beautiful gift for me. She has told me about it. I'm not going to put you on the mic. Have yourselves a wonderful time.